Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Carre and welcome to Your Delicious Life, where each week we take a look at life from a different perspective and we either learn something new or get reminded of something that we already knew. This week's episode is called Perfect is Bullshit. I always talk about how work-life balance is bullshit, and this week we're talking about how perfection is bullshit. Now sure, there are a few occasions when you can achieve perfection. You could have the perfect diamond. You could have a perfectly cooked steak. And every now and then you can achieve the perfect ratio of icing to cake. These things are possible, my friends, but it's not the norm. And that's what I want to dig into with you today. So to prepare for this, I actually wanted to look up the definition of perfection and perfectionism. So the definition of perfection is an object or a quality that is flawless or as close to flawless as possible. Now, what's interesting with the word perfection is that its highest usage was in the 1800s, and since then it's slowly tapered off. Now, perfectionism, which is basically the idea that we don't accept anything less than perfection, has actually been on the increase as far as usage. So it wasn't even used in the 1800s, the early 1800s. It had a blip in the mid 1800s and then kind of came back on the scene about 1920s-ish and has been on the rise for usage since then. So I thought that was a bit interesting. We don't use the word perfection that describes something that's flawless or as close to flawless as possible as often. However, we use the word perfectionism, which is the quality of not accepting anything less than perfect, more. This seems a bit strange to me. So today what I want to talk about is striving to do your best and forgetting about perfection. Because perfection is not always realistic, and doing your best is something you can achieve no matter what. So why now? Why am I bringing this up now? Well, it's early January. We're excited about our goals. We have new determination and drive. We probably have the most energy and commitment for our goals now than we will all year long. So why are we talking about perfect being bullshit and not achieving goals? Wait, this doesn't make sense. Well, the reason I wanted to bring it up to you guys now is because the reality is that it's tough to achieve our goals. And the reality is that a lot of people will start to fall off the quote bandwagon or fall away from achieving their goals within this first quarter. So before that moment happens, I want to have this conversation because I want this message to be in the back of your head when you're feeling frustrated that things aren't going the way you hoped that they would, and they're not happening the way you planned that they would happen. I want you to release the idea of perfection right now and instead focus on doing your best. And that's what's going to actually get you to achieve your goals. Maybe your goal for 2018 is to go to the gym 5 times a week. Or maybe your goal is to email 10 clients every single week and do some follow-up with them. Or maybe you want to meditate daily. These are just some different examples of goals that people might have coming into the new year. And when we start off in January, we're committed. We're at the gym. Maybe some of you were even at the gym on January 1st. Or you've been every day since. And things are going really, really well. Maybe you've been able to meditate every single day. But you know that at some point things are going to slip off a little bit. Maybe you get sick. Maybe you have a late night and end up sleeping in the next day. Who knows what can happen? And when that week comes along where you look back and go, I only got to the gym 3 times this week. I only meditated 4 times this week and I wanted to do it every single day. I was supposed to call 10 clients and I called 3. I don't want you to get down on yourself because you weren't perfect. I don't want you to think that it's not worth it if you're not doing it perfectly and achieving this state of perfection that you set out at the beginning of the year. I want you to refocus that energy and just strive to do your best in that moment, whatever that might be. And I'm actually going to dig into this a little bit more next week because the topic of doing your best is a really intricate topic, and there's lots of ways to go about it. So we'll talk about that more next week. But right now, what I want you to do is release that idea that perfection is the only way to do this. Perfection is bullshit, people. Perfect is bullshit. Just do your best, strive for your goals, and don't beat yourself up if things aren't going exactly the way you planned it. Truth bomb here, friends. What appears to be perfection is not. No one's perfect. I mean, there are confident people out there who are still extremely self-conscious about things. They might appear confident, but inside they're self-conscious. There are strong, smart, great business leaders out there that are still scared and unsure. There are people that come out on that red carpet and look flawless, and honey, let me tell you, they are held together with tape, spray, and a prayer that it's not all gonna fall apart. Everything that we are shown or that appears is not necessarily perfect. And that's another reason why perfection is complete bullshit, because it's just an optical illusion a lot of the time. It's what we're shown. It's what people choose to let us see. So don't get caught up in that whole idea that everyone else out there has it together and you're the only one who doesn't. When that person is posting that they've been to the gym on Instagram and you're like, damn it, I was supposed to go 5 days this week and it didn't happen. You know what? Maybe they didn't go either. They just posted that one of those times. Maybe that was the only time they went. And my point in saying this is that I don't want you to compare yourself and your achievements to other people, because what we are shown is not actually perfect. So don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about trying to be exactly perfect in your goals. Instead, just strive to do your best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, next week we're really going to dive into that topic of what it means to do your best. So I hope you will join me again next week. If you're not on the list to get these awesome videos, okay, well, I hope they're awesome. If you're not on the list, go to the website, scroll down and click join the list, and this video will come right to your inbox every single Wednesday morning. New videos every single week, and can't wait to see you in there. Take care, everyone. Hope you have a great week.